Rand Paul said, Senate just rejected my attempt to reaffirm the Constitution. We have some globalists in our government that need to get the boot. They need to go. They're destroying this country. They don't care anything about the Constitution. They care about lining their pockets and helping other countries while our country is suffering. They want to go to war. I can't stand these guys. And Rand Paul is showing that the people in government, they have to go. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here, and it's also a link to my merch store. All right, let's talk about this news. Senator Rand Paul warned Tuesday that the Senate shockingly rejected his effort to reaffirm the Constitution as far as declarations of war go, noting that NATO does not have the authority to supersede Congress in the U.S. But this is not what they want. They want NATO to have control over our military. That's what the committee is trying to do, and it is ridiculous. Paul comments came after the Senate Foreign Relations Committee backed the accession of Finland, Sweden to NATO, ahead of a full vote in the Senate on its expansion, the first of its kind in 3 decades, which could happen next week. It's supposed to go through the Senate. Senate's supposed to be able to vote for it, and they're trying to bypass that. These people are corrupt. These people are corrupt and gotta go. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. While other members of the committee verbally voted with a yes or no, Paul voted a neutral present. Paul proposed an amendment that would emphasize only the U.S. Congress has the right to declare war under the Constitution, which is what the Constitution says. This is what they're supposed to be following in the first place. But that's not what they want, because they know if they would have to vote on it, they will be held accountable by their constituents. Most people in this country don't want to go to war, so they don't want to have to do that vote. This is the reason why they're rejecting it. But however, it was immediately rejected by the committee. And Paul took to Twitter to voice his displeasure. He said, shockingly, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee just rejected my attempt to reaffirm the Constitution. All my amendment said was NATO obligations don't supersede the constitutional requirement that Congress declare war. How is that controversial? It's controversial because they don't care anything about the Constitution. They don't care anything about the people. They just care about aligning their pockets, and they're globalists. They're globalists showing their true colors. And Russia has repeatedly warned both Sweden and Finland against joining NATO, promising it would lead to further confrontation. And that is exactly what NATO want. They want the confrontation with Russia. They want the excuse. So that's why they're bringing Sweden and Finland into the fold. Committee Chairman, Democratic Senator Bob Menendez, said in a statement, as U.S. foreign policy priorities evolve to account for a changing world, what is self-evident is the future of the transatlantic partnership will be even more intertwined and integrated thanks to Putin's recklessness. No, Bob Menendez, it's thanks to your recklessness and your anti-constitution. That's what it is. What that got, the transatlantic has nothing to do with us. We should be worried about the United States and not worried about foreign entanglements and all that other bull crap that Americans are tired of. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out themarketpublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.